Welcome to our annual antique auction. This is a major part of the Federated Church of Sturbridge in Fiskdale and a major part of our community. Although you see it here, all of the pieces that are done, the preparation for next year's auction starts several weeks after this auction ends, and they work all year. The funds for this auction not only benefit the building, but the ministries that happen in this building. It houses Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, several AA groups, all kinds of other nonprofit groups that seek to meet here, not to mention worship. Our building is not a museum, but it is an active and alive place where we seek to serve God in so many different ways and with so many different people, and that's a blessing. The auction is known as the oldest continuous church auction in the nation. We do the auction rain or shine under tents. We have faith that God will honor us with good weather. It's much more than just selling the pieces. It's the fellowship and the recreation of the things that have been cast away. People come from all over the country to participate in this event. The auction is a classic picture on the beautiful Sturbridge Town Common, Route 131 Main Street, across from the historic Public House Inn. It's one of the highlights of the summer in Sturbridge. We keep what is good and what is tradition, but we are always looking for new ways to improve it and make it more relevant to everyone that comes. The point is fun and to get together with a few friends who might not have seen each other often during the summer because they are always away during the summer, or friends who have not seen one another because they have moved away and come and greet one another. It's a time of great joy, and everyone is willing to do whatever they are asked. There is no, "this is my job." It is, how can we all work together to make this a wonderful experience for everyone.
In 1922, they didn't have enough in the three churches alone to each have a minister, so they combined the congregational group, the Baptist group, and the UU. And so they got together with a joint committee and decided to form a federation, which is what became the Federated Church.
And I've been participating in this event since '95. Go around the countryside finding pieces at yard sales or flea markets and donations. And some pieces are beautiful, don't need any work. Others we have to work on. 67th will be coming up in a few days. And a lot of preparations all year long. Every year I didn't have a chance this year, but I work and restore a oak porch rocker and then do the weaving. It's a split cane seat and back. It's a nice piece. Some seasoned veterans here who help out and instruct anybody who is willing to work. So it's a big event. Friday night we do a setup, and on Saturday morning we're on the common, rain or shine, under the tents. And it's a worthwhile event for the church.
This is our preparation for our 67th annual antique auction. We finish between 200 and 300 items to be auctioned. We've had the same auctioneers for 36 years now, I believe, and that's the Robert H. Glass family. Bob Glass Sr. Passed away, and his son and daughter, Bob Jr. And Gwen, are our auctioneers now. I'm about to start on this chair, which I'll be putting a press cane seat into. You have to soak the material for about 10-15 minutes before you start in warm water. And it takes about a half an hour for me to do a seat of this size. I do one of the two featured chairs, the public house chair, which is a Hitchcock chair, usually with a rush seat in it. Takes about 50 hours from start to finish. That we usually put on display at the public house. Those featured chairs have gone anywhere from $400 to $1,500. All the proceeds go to the church for capital improvements to our meeting house.
I started with the auction in '75, and I've continued with it. I first, like everybody else, was just doing pieces, and then the original person that did the chair was Phil Jones. He did a fabulous job, but he decided to retire. And I went up to his house with Tim, and he cut up all his stencils. So all the stencils you see laying here, like this, I have hand cut to go onto the chair. It's a new series. It's a scene of the town hall, the meeting house, and the library. And I've just continued the tradition. Each year, you try to do anywhere from like 2 or 3 pieces, and I've done up to 20 when I was a little younger. We're the largest church auction in the United States. I know we put out that in our advertising several times, and nobody has said, yes, you are, or no, you're not. So we're going with it. We offer this auction to the townspeople. If they want to come in and do a piece for their own and do a piece for us, they can come in and we'll show them how to refinish it, get it done, so they can take it home and it'll look just like this, and then they can do a piece for us for the auction. And several people over the years have taken us up on that.
Talking about the dollhouse that we have this year for auction. The dollhouse was donated by a friend of mine, Mark Harriman, and it was built by his uncle, Edward LaRue of Bridgewater. Edward had served in the Navy during World War II and had an incredible gift for woodworking. He made the dollhouse back in the mid to late 1990s for his 2 daughters. And repairs and structural renovations were done with the aid of the men of the Federated Church. Exterior and interior designs were made by the women of the church. Some of the furnishings and decorative items were handmade and also donated by members of the church. The house has special features of some hardwood flooring. It was made from popsicle sticks and stain. Variety of colonial furniture, carpeting, wallpaper, and the Cape Cod shingles on the roof.
I most importantly want to acknowledge Janet Racinanian, who really is the one who worked most profoundly and intensively on the house, with others of us supporting her sporadically, but she really oversaw the thing. And these were all put on individually, glued on, and these also were tongue depressors that we cut in half, and then some of us stained, and then I happened to be the one that selectively, so that it made sort of a match, painted them. This is sandpaper. This was Ken's idea to put on top. Janet made these a building permit, a for sale sign. Angelina Szymanski spent days putting details here. Connie Thompson created these window boxes recently and just filled them in. She has a little lantern. So there's a whole lot of charming, just really detailed features.
Hello and good morning. My name is Robert Glass. I will be one of the auctioneers today at the annual church auction. It's an auction that's been running continuously, oldest running auction in the entire United States, which is very unusual in itself to have such an event and such a turnout and such a group of people working on these items year in and year out. Very difficult to find the items. Then when you find the items, the important thing is you have to get them looking like the condition that they are in now. Everything is spotless, it's brand new as it would have been back in the 1910, 1920s, back as far as 1880. Some of the items are very, very good shape. So it draws a lot of people from all over the New England states, as far as way as Michigan. We do have family members that come to work with us. My daughter is here today. My wife is here. My sister, who will be auctioning, Gwen Glass Carboni, and her son Joey Carboni will also be working today's sale, and my daughter Christina Glass. So we plan the second Saturday of August to always be here. Rain, shine, or hot, or cold, we're here. So we're looking forward to a real nice day out in the sun underneath the tent, with a lot of items which are going to draw a lot of interest and raise a lot of money for today's church fundraiser.
Fancy chair.
Yes, I like that.
I don't think I'd want to sit in it with my bare back.
No, that would definitely be like that piece in the living room, you know.
How is the...
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
They're here.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
they're still over
Every
there.
year they're threatening to go.
Yeah, Minnesota. Yes, indeed.
Oh, that's a cool table.
There you go. Right. I've been here 35 years, started out painting barrel lids that they had in a barn over there. They didn't know what to do with them, so I started painting barrel lids. And then from there, my sister and her husband lived out here, so I could visit them out here. And then I started getting involved with the auction, and I like to paint. I'm an artist, so I do a lot of lighthouses.
Well, I have one of the sleeve iron.
Oh, yes.
Have
Yeah.
one of those. How many have you done over the years?
Oh my goodness. Of the sleeve,
Any
of them?
Hundreds.
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 I kind of specialize in seascapes and lighthouses. When I'm in Michigan, I paint Michigan lighthouses. When I'm out here, of course, I paint them. And so it's been fun. And I keep trying to get here every year, you know.
Well, I know your name comes up many, many times during the year.
Does it really?
Oh, yes, it does.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, we're glad you can make it back this time.
Well, thank you so much. Yes.
And they're still using those pens.
Yes, I got to keep busy. Well,
And it all started with barrel tops.
the barrel tops that they had in a barn across the street somewhere, and they were going to throw them out. And Milton, my brother-in-law, Milton Ross, said, well, I've got a sister-in-law here that she might be able to do something with them. So I started painting those, and I found one in the garage, and I did one this year. And that was the last one. Yeah, we did them all. There's somebody here that buys them every year. He's got something like 16 or 17 barrel lids.
Well, I think one person the other day was saying she had 23.
Oh my goodness, I wonder who that is.
Well, it was Judy Laverne.
Oh, yes, that I believe.
Yes, she has 23.
Judy, yes. I gotta see her. I haven't
Well, we're
heard
glad
this.
you
If you are interested in bidding at the live sale, we're getting ready to go for you. We have some opening remarks, some terms and conditions, and we're ready to get going.
Everyone. Ken Benson, co-chairman of the 67th annual auction. Okay, Audrey, is that better? Is that better? All right, here we go. Ken Benson, co-chairman of the 67th annual auction. On behalf of Brian Ray, fellow co-chairman, and the auction committee, we welcome all of you to the auction. Thank you all for coming. Some of you have supported the auction for many years, and we deeply appreciate it. I'd like to welcome our auction friends who come every year, Dave and Mary Dunn and their extended family. Clients from New Jersey. Rob and Barbara Ball from Virginia. John and Larry Boniface, who have been involved with the auction for many years. Thank you very much. I don't know if the maids from Texas, the maids would come. And my friend Mark from Providence was supposed to come up. He donated this beautiful dollhouse last year. I'll have to check that out later on. Hope you enjoy your day, and please check out the food, baked goods, crafts, and silent auction. Many thanks to all of our workers who made this day possible once again. A lot of work. Special acknowledgement to Syl Gimple. She was supposed to come in from Michigan this year. She wasn't able to work on the pieces, but her grandchildren are in Boston. They were supposed to bring her. I haven't seen her yet. Hope she shows. But she's been a great gift she has a great gift for painting for so many wonderful items that supported our auction over the years. And she did send pieces that were done and they're on the table over there. Please check those out. Special thanks to all of our area merchants who generously support the auction with gift baskets, silent auction items, food for the booth, and please check out the merchant names in our program and support them if you can. Special thanks to our auctioneers, Bob Glass Jr., his sister Gwen and their families for their continuing service. Amazing how fast 40 years goes by. Special comment on Bob Glass Sr. He was a great part of the auction, and he added so much to the auction. We'll always remember his appreciation and leadership in making it a special event. And at this time, I'd like to introduce Bob.
We are trying something different this year. We are trying the old 2 headsets with the 2 mics to see if everybody can hear okay. How is that on the outside? All right, very good. A couple of open announcements. We did mention earlier that you do have to pay sales tax when you go to check out. But, however, this year we still have, if you spend $500 or more, you get dinner at the public house. Or if you spend $1,000 or more, you get dinner for 2 plus 1 night's lodging. Okay? And usually we do get a couple of people that actually get eligible for that. So we certainly appreciate it. One fun thing that we want to do just to, and if you don't mind getting a little exercise, we want to have everybody, if you can, stand just for a minute. If everybody can stand up. And then, how do we want to do this, Gwen? Anybody who has been, if this is your first year, please sit down. Okay, that's about 10 people. If you've been here for at least 5 years or less, please sit down. Okay? If you've been here for 10 years or less, please sit down. We only dropped about 4 or 5. Let's go for 15 years or less. Please sit down. All right, just look around at the number of people that are still here. 20 years or less. Please sit down. We only lose 5. 25 years or less. Please sit down. 30 years or less. We dropped 4 more. 35 years or less. Let's go for 40 years or less. 45 years or less. You're out? I'm out too. 50 years or less.
Okay.
John still standing. 55 years or less. 60 years or less. 61. 62. Oh, 62. 63. 70. 67 years, and how many years for yourself? Same deal? 67 years. Let's give them a round of applause. 67 years. And how much have you spent per year? Answer that. $1,000. Okay, it's a good investment though, a very good investment. Now the other thing that we're going to do just a little bit different this year. Some people over the course of the year may make X number of dollars. Some people may make a little bit more. If by chance you made a lot of money this year, This is what we're going to do. We're going to offer if you need a tax donation, we're going to offer the entire collection, one bid. Then we're going to resell it for you, and the church will benefit 10 times what we normally do. So just think about it for 1 minute. You as the top bidder will buy everything, one bid, then you donate it back to the church. We get your bulk bid, then you take a tax donation. So the more you make, the more the church makes. Anybody give $20,000 for the entire collection? At $20,000? Yes, 20. No, he's itchy. He's itchy. Would anybody give $20,000 and donate it right back? Would you give $15,000 and donate it right back? Anybody at 15,000? Anybody at 15,000? Anybody at 15? Look at the amount of sweat that you might save if you bet it. Okay, we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. We're going to go one at a time and get to where we have to be. So let's go with the first item. And Joey Carboni, our field golfer from Sterling, Connecticut. He is engaged. He's 6 foot 2.5 inches tall. If you take the hat off, there is hair underneath there. Still growing, has his driver's license, works for a great company, Robert Glass Auctions, LLC. All right, and here we go. And the first item of the sale, and what do you say on it? What do you get? $30 bill and go. What do you get? $30 bill on it. What do you get? 30. What do you get? $30 on it. What do you get? 30. 30 where? What do you get? 30. What do you get? 25 and go. At 25, what do you get? 25. What do you get? $20. What do you get? $20 and go. What do you get? $20 on it. How about you now with $20? $20 where? What do you get? 20. 15's okay. What do you get? $15 to go. 15 on it. What do you get? 15. Joe, let's try that later. Sorry. We'll try that later. We'll bring it back up if you have interest. Go in the stand with a little child's theme. We'll go with that little cradle in there. It's what? And when you get $30 bill and go, what do you get 30 on it? That $30 bill and go. What do you get 30? What do you get 20? What do you get $20 on it? What do you get $20? Now 25, $20, 25, 20's the bid now. Priscilla, welcome. You made it from Boston. Priscilla's from Boston. Painted up a lot of fine things still this year. Welcome, welcome. On the cradle now, we're at $20 and 25. $20, 25. I have $20 now, 25. $20 and 25. Hold on to $20. 25 and now 30, 30, 30, 30 now 35. Hit 35 to get 35. To get 35, 35 on it to get 35. Yes or yes, 35, 35. All done. I sold it to you $30. Think you passed it $30. And your number. And your number 336. 336 gets it. Oh, look at that for a cute little piece. I can't tell you anything more about it other than it's like rush seat, very nice, in oak. And if you're thinking about having a baby, now's a good time right in here. Hey, I'm going to get $30 bill on that little chair. $30 on it, but to get 30, but to get 30. 30, 30 where? $30 on it, but to get 30, but to get $20. $20 and go, but to get 20, but to get 20, but to get 20. Anybody get $20 on it? Should be well worth that. $20, yes, $20. Now 25, 20 here, now 5. $20 now 5, now 5, but to get 5. Still cheap, but $20, but to get 5, but to get 5, but to get 5. All done, here we go. I've sold it to you $20. Thank you. That's a nice one. Number 321, 321. This is a pair. It's the Mama and the Papa chair. We sold the little kids chair before. Remember, Steve got them. Steve, do you want these? No! Steve, they're going to match so good. So good, Steve. You did so good bidding the last time. I sold them so quick to you, Steve. All right. Hey, these two chairs, this time, one money buys the pair. One money gets the pair. And I'm going to give a $40 bill for the pair. $40 bill for the pair. 40 for the pair. Anybody give 40? Anybody give $20 on them? For the pair, yes, Steve's in. $20, now 25. $20, 25. 25 to get 25. That's for two now. $20, 25. Can you believe it at $20? 25. Oh, yes, 25. You have competition, Steve. You're going to go 30. Now 30, yes. He says yes. 35. 35. You're at 30. Now 5. $30, 35. Oh, yes, 35. Now 40 and 40 and 40. When you get 40, yes, 303 gets it. 303. Let me just look at the bottom one time. That is from Gardner, Mass. And it's, I can't read it upside down. All right, Gardner, Mass might be Bent Brothers. Oh, there we go. It's Bent Brothers, Bent Brothers. All right, nice little rock maple, little love seat. All right, been on that little bench there. Nice big telephone bench, I guess. Hey, I'm gonna give a $50 bill away. Yeah, $50 bill on it. I'm gonna give 50 where? $50 to go. 25. At 25 on it. 25, sure. $30. Now 5. Now 40. And 45. Now 50. Now 5. And 60. Now 5. Now 70. And now 5. And now 80. And now 85. And now 90. 95. And 100. 15. I have $100 and 15 at $100 now. 500 bid and 15. 100 bid and 15 at $100 and 15. $100 bill 15. Here we go. I've sold it. $100, number 307. 307. For that little Fisher Price plan. Okay, this is the first Priscilla piece of the day. We have rowboats on one side, cover bridges on the other side, Sturbridge, Westfield, and what was the last one? Conway, Mass. All right, and it comes with a little stand. I'm going to get $40 bill on it. At $40 bill and go, and get 40. At $40 bill, at 40. Anybody get $20 bill for it? Double-sided $20 bill, $20, $25, $30. $30 now, 30, 30 now, 35, 35 now, 40, 40, 40, 35 and a 40, 35 and a 40, 35 and a 40. Where?
Oh, that's a seashell.
So 35, 35. Number 353, 353. One time, everybody put your hand up if you own a piece that has been painted by Priscilla. Look at that. All right, who has the record? How many? I only have 2. We got 4 down here. That's 1. How many? We got 16 down here. How many? 8 down there, 16 down here, 10 down here. Steve, you don't get a prize now. Steve says he has 30. Wow, I only have 1. I'm way behind. All right, thank you, and thank you, Priscilla.
Another beautiful piece that's done by Priscilla. We have a lobster and a bait shop with the seagulls and the boat there, and that looks like Martha's Vineyard. Anyway, how much on that cover? What do you want to bid on it? Beautiful piece by Priscilla. Would you bid $50 on it? $50 on a bid of 50. Anybody at $50 on a bid of 50? Would you go $50 on it? $30 where? $30 on a bid 30. 30 bid 30. 30 to say $30 on it. 25 and go to 25 and 25. 25, thank you, and 30 now. $30, 35, 35, $40, 45, $50, $50, 55. The bid is 50 there, 55, $50, 55 now. The bid is $50, 55. All done. Anyone else at 55? Sold it to you, $50. Thank you, number 347. 347 buys. Another one. The old grist mill by the light of the moon. Beautiful cheese box there. Painted again by Priscilla. And what do we say on that one? How much on it? That's a beauty. Would you bid 25 on it and go to 25? 25 and 25. 25 where but 25? 25 I have and 30 now. 25 and $30.
30 now.
30 there, yes, $30 and 35. $30, 35, the bid is $30 and 35. 35 and $40 and 45 and 50 now and 55. The bid is $50. $50, 55, 55. The bid is $50, 55 and time and 60 and 65 and 70 now and 75 and $80 and $80 and $80 on it. I have 75, 80 now, all done. Sold $75. Thank you. Number 316, guys. 316. Here is a really cute little blanket chest. Love the... Around 1830 on this one. All right, and we have a family history on it. The Clements family from the local area. And you can smell the mothballs. Really, but look at that beautiful finish there. Nice graining, good size. What do we say on that one? $100 on it, we're at 100. 100, even 100, would you go $100 on it? Anybody at $100 on it? $100 and 75 and 75. 75 and 75? Yes? No. $75 on it at 75. Anybody at 75? $50 where? $50 on it. 50. I have it 60 now. $50. 55. $50. 55. 55, $60, 65, $70, $70 on them at 70. The bid is 65 and $70. 65 I have, looking for $70 on it. 70 in time and $80. 70, 75 you're at, 75, 70 and 75. 70 there, 75, $70, 75. Anyone else at 75? Sold $70. Number 340, 340. There's another chair that looks like the other chair. That looks like the other chair. A little spindle back, double spindle back with a cane seat. And it's all oak. And would you bid $30 on that chair? $30 on the chair, bid 30. 30 would bid 30, bid 30. Bid 25 and go bid 25. 25 and 25, 25. Yes, 25. Now 30. $30, 30 on it. I have 25. Looking for $30. The bid is 25, $30. 20, 30 there, 35. Now 40. $40, want to bid 40 on it. 40 there, 45. $50. $50 one time. 45 here, $50, 45, 50, sold 45. Steve, that's yours. What's your number, Steve? 303, 303. We're going to take a minute and we're going to sell you this wonderful Sturbridge Colonial dollhouse that was donated by Mark Harriman from Providence, Rhode Island. They'd like you to stand to acknowledge you. There he is. Thank you. And this house was actually built by Mark's uncle, Edward J. LaRue of Bridgewater, Mass. in the mid to the late 90s. And Edward served in the Navy during World War II. Edward had an incredible gift for woodworking and made many items. He made the dollhouse for his daughters to enjoy, and Mark hopes that the buyer will enjoy the dollhouse for many years to come. Now, many hands at the Sturbridge Church, members of the church, worked on this dollhouse, restoring it and getting it up to where it looks today. We have repairs and structural renovations were done by the men of the Federated Church. The exterior and interior designs were made by the women of the Federated Church. And some of the furnishings inside and some of the decorative items were handmade by members of the church. And I have a few names that I'd like to acknowledge of those who contributed to this labor of love. Janet Raceman. Janet, you were in charge of that. We thank you very much. We have Dee Leckmer, and she did some of the hand-braided rugs inside and some of the sewing. And Amy came a couple of nights, and various people from the church, I think Susie worked on it, and other members when they could came and helped on a group effort on this church. And I hope you've had a chance to look at it, look on the inside, see all the beautiful rooms that they've designed for someone that's going to buy this today. All these pieces on the roof were hand glued on, as well as this part of the roof where it's black, they used sand and lined it. I mean, it's very creative, beautiful, and we're going to offer it up to bid. And we have to also say that the quilt that's on the bed inside here was done by Hollis Turnbow, who is a very, right there, thank you Hollis, a very famous, well-known quilter. And he said it took him about as much time to make this quilt, this small quilt, which is about this big, as it does to make a regular sized quilt. So we thank you for that as well. Yep, we're going to show it to you. And yep, all the decorative pillows and the quilts were done by experienced sewers and quilters of the Federated Church. And the shingles are all Cape Cod, the flower boxes, the drapes, and we have a variety of colonial furniture inside. And anyone else that we need to acknowledge on this, because it really was a tremendous effort by all members. Angelina also worked on this. Great. Beautiful job. Okay. Thank you. Connie Thompson also helped. Yep. Tanya Pebner. Janet Engelman. Susie Schwartz, yeah. Oh, lunch. Okay. All right. So it's going to be auctioned off right now to the highest bidder. All right. There's some more stall house furniture items inside here as well, and this is going to go with it. And so we'd like to offer this up for bid now. You've all had a chance to look at it, and what do we say on it? For the church, for the donation, for the hard work and the labor that has gone into this piece, what do you want to bid for it now?
How much?
Would you bid $1,000 on it? $1,000 on it. Anyone? At $1,000. Would you bid $500 and go? $500. $500 and start it off at $500. Anybody at $500? All right. Well, it doesn't really matter where we start and where we end up. That counts. But like my father always told me, you have to start high, think high, ask high. You may get someone that will just come in and offer something for the church. Would you bid $200 a half? Thank you. $200. And we're underway at $200 and $225 now. The bid is $200 and $225. $225. Thank you. And $250 and $250. The bid is $225. $250. $275. And now $300 and $325. $325. $325, yes, and $3.50 and $375 and $400 and $425. The bid is $400 and $425 now. The bid is $400 and $425 to go on. $425, would you bid $425 one time at $425? I have $400 there. Looking for $425. The bid is $400 and $425 now. The bid is $400 and $425. The bid is $400. All right, we're going to, can we turn this around so they can see the back of it? No. No? Okay, all right. So we're at $400 and $425. Turn the table. Grab the end. Oh, all right, okay, all right. Well, that's okay. We're at $400 and looking for $425. Anyone else? Turn the blanket. We got $400. Here we go. We have 400. Take a look. It is $400. $400. $425. Oh yeah, we're almost up to dinner. $400. It's a public house. We have 400. Dinner for two if you get to 500. We have 400. $425. The bid is 400. Looking for $425. All done at $400. Going once at 400. Any further advance, I have $400. 410 will take. The bid is 400 and 410 now. The bid is 400. Going twice at 400. Any further advance? 410. All done. Last and final call. I have sold it to you for $400. Thank you. 5, 7, 6, 5,
a year. Really? 50 hours. 50 hours each. Okay? Takes it basically $50. Okay, try that again. 50 hours per chair to work on these. All right? And each year we sell them. Each year we try to set a new record. But ultimately, it's in your hands. It's money well spent to the church. It's the two major items that we sell each year. Okay, they work very hard, 50 hours per chair combined to get these into the condition that they're in. At some point in time, you'll have a set of 6. You'll be one of the few people in the country that have put together a set of 6. On the Sturbridge chair, and here we go, we give $800 to go. At $800 and go. At $800 and go. Would you give $500 and bid it away and go at $500? At $500 to go? Oh, sorry about that. Would you give $500 to go? Hit $500 and go on it. Would you give $500? Would you give $500 to go? Would you give $500? Would you give $400? $400, surely you do that at $400 and go. $400 where? At $400 and go. $400. They will be sold. Tell me what you'd like to do. Would you give $400? Would you give $300 and go? Thank you. I have $300. 3 1/4. 3 1/2. 3 1/2. I have 3 1/4 and 3 1/2. At 3 1/4 and 3 1/2. 3 1/4 I have and 3 1/2 to go. 3 1/4 and 3 1/2 and 3 1/4 and now 3 1/2. 3 1/4 and 3 1/2. We're underway in 3 1/4. Would you give 3 1/2? What can you do? I have 3 1/4. Would you give 3 1/2? Further advance. 3 1/4. Would you give 3 1/2? We all know they brought a lot more. 3 1/2. 375, thank you, and 400, yes, 400, and 4 1/4, 4 1/4, and 4 1/2. I have 4 1/4 and 4 1/2, and 4 1/4 and 4 1/2. 425, when you give 450 to go. 425 and 450. Ain't it all done? Think about it. 425, 450 now, yes, 450, and 475, and now 500. It's even money, you'll always remember what you paid for it.
And you get a gift.
And you get a dinner at the public house. 475 and 500 to go. At 475 and 500 to go. In and oh! He's in at 500. And 5 1/4. And 5 1/2. 5 1/2. I have 5 1/4, 5 1/2. I have 5 1/4 and 5 1/2. At 525 and 550 now. In and all done. At 5 1/4. Last call to 5 1/2. All done. Here we go. I sold it to you, 525. Thank you very much. Number 302. Thank my underbidder and thank my other bidder down here. Thank you very much. We do appreciate it. How many, just curious, how many chairs do you have? She has 3. And you have 4? Oh, you have 1. And you have 4. Anybody else? We have 1 down here. Anybody else have any? You have 2 down here. Okay, so some pretty good numbers. Here's a chance to add this again. Let me just see underneath. Let me read you this. This is number 45, the public house chair. August 13th. Tim Bartley. That's it. All right, Tim did that one again, 50 hours. It's crazy to think you can spend 50 hours. You can see why, though, by the time you do everything. If you know what's on the back of the chair, just look over there, and that's what you're looking at, the public house chair. Here we go in your bid and pleasure again on this one. And I'd like to have $400 to start it. $400 to start it. $400, a major piece for the auction. Would you give $400 to go? $400 to go? Would you give $300 and go on it? Would you give $300 where? Yes, thank you, $300. And 3 1/4 now. I have 300 and 3 1/4 and 3 1/2, 375 and 400 and 4 1/4 and 4 1/2. I have 4 1/4 and 4 1/2. At 4 1/4 and 4 1/2, I have 425. Would you go 450 now? At 4 1/4 and 4 1/2 and 4 1/4 and 4 1/2. I don't want to rush it. I want to give you a chance. I have 425. Would you go 450 where? In and all done in 425. Think about it. You have 450, 475, and now 500. Yes, and 5 1/4 and 5 1/4. I have 500 and 5 1/4 and 500 here and 5 1/4. I have 500, now 5 1/4. In and all done at 5 1/4 and 5 1/2. We have over here at 5 1/4 and 5 1/2. All done at 5 1/4. Anybody else thinking about it at 5 1/2? On the first call, 5 1/2 on the second call. Last chance at $550, all done. I've sold it to you at $525. Thank you. On this side, number 316. I thank my other bidder down here. Thank you very much. We do appreciate it. The church appreciates it. Quite a piece of art right in there. Priscilla did this little boat scene. Nice little box. And when you get $30 bill on it, hit $30 bill on the boat, hit 30, when you get 30, 30, 30, who gets 30, when you get 20, where? $20 bill and go, when you get 20, nice little box there, $20 bill, 20, 20, yes, $20, 25, $20, 25, 20 here, now 5, $20 bill and now 5, all done at 25, now 30, and 30, now 35, I have 30 down this side, when you get 35, 30's down low, when you get 35, when you get 35, quickly, quickly, 35, sold it to you $30. Thank you. Number 313. 313.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our 67 Sturbridge on the Green auction for this year. We thank you all for staying in this tremendous heat. We thank you for your bidding. We hope you will visit the silent auction tent and put your bids down because you have until 2 o'clock to do so. 15 more minutes and those items will close there and get anything left in the food booth as well, drinks over there and baked goods. We thank you all and we hope to see you in 2017 on the second Saturday of August at our 68th annual Sturbridge on the Green auction. Thank you all. Safe travels. Have the rest of a great summer. Thank you.
Last year, a friend of mine had donated a dollhouse last year, so the dollhouse ladies are doing another one. My friend Mark, who gave us the dollhouse last year, he lives down in Providence, and he showed me a warehouse over in Medford, like 200 antique vehicles in the place. And he was over there this year and saw this dealer who had 6 Hitchcock chairs that from like 1830s to 50s. He wanted like $175, and we said nah. And these are what we make the featured chairs out of. We get like 500 to 1,000. Anyway, so Mark, the dealer left recently, within the last month, and Mark was able to get all 6 for $60. And so he brought them up, and I gave him a check, and he wouldn't take it, so we got the 6 chairs for free. found two of them, and I picked this one because it was a lot bigger. Labor of love with the scraping down, refinishing, and then put on either a light coat of shellac or the amber. It's coming out light, so I might just do light color. And so Ray Stevens bought this October of '81. And he always numbered them. He always he'd like to put a price on what he paid for it and then see what it goes for at the auction. These are the 6-inch cogs. And see, they're in decent shape. The only thing was that five of them missing this front piece here. So what we're going to do is, Brian, the co-chairman, he goes to a monthly lathe group in Worcester. There's like 50 members of the group. So he's going to bring, and I measured this, I'm going to get an 1.5 inch dowel, and they're going to cut this here, groove that, and then we're going to cut it in half, and then we'll have 5 more pieces for the other ones. And then Tim will work on the chairs and clean them all up, put in new rush seats, and then the stenciling of the public house, and then the Sturbridge chair with the town hall, library, and the church. All the gold leaf stenciling. One thing we have is like an accumulation of these old poster books. They're kind of neat. I hung some of these up in the hallway to inspire people. A estate sale, husband and wife over in Charlton, and they have an old colonial house where they'll do estate sales. And starting this weekend, they're reopening up until the weekend after Thanksgiving. So I would always go there, and then that's when they have big sales and find great stuff. Last November, I was able to, this is the piece here, look at this, it comes with Bush box, small croquet set. Play in your living room or something.
At the estate sale, do you specifically look for certain things?
Things, different types of items, or you get a good price on something.
A couple of years ago, I was having some physical therapy. The technician started talking about her father-in-law who had recently died, and she had a problem. Well, what is this? Says, well, he had a garage full of chairs, antique chairs, and he thought he was going to go into the chair repair business and sell these, and he discovered he couldn't, and says it's her task to get rid of those chairs. And I said, I know where you can get rid of them. And then went over there, and there were 2 pickup loads that came out of the garage.
The 68th auction will be held on Saturday, August 12th, always on the second Saturday in August. 9 a.m. the auction preview, bake sale, craft sale, food booth, silent auction baskets. At 10 a.m. the auction will begin. There is no admission fee, free parking, handicapped accessible. Featured items will be the public house chair number 48, Sturbridge chair number 23, paintings by Silver Boston, and over 200 items including boxes, chests, tables, mirrors, chairs, sideboards, tools, dressers, trunks, rockers, desks. Our auctioneer is Robert H. Glass family. They have been the auctioneers for over 40 years. Special thanks to our community support in making the auction successful over the years. Thank you, and we're looking forward to seeing you at this year's auction and many more.